chat? Welcome back to some Transport Fever. Good to see you all here. Welcome, welcome. One's in the chat for the #1 community out there. Let's get this party started. Firing up the game now, and I'll see you all in there in just a moment. Thanks again for leaving a like here. Welcome to all the spreadsheet club. All the people working from home or working at the office, listening to the streams. Good to see you all here. Welcome to all you subscribers, members, and everybody. This game, by the way, is, well, all right, let me make the announcement. You have 1 day left on the Steam sale, so if you've been waiting to get anything, you better grab it now. Transport Fever 2 is coming to console soon, but is also on sale now on Steam for its final day, and it's a really good one. You might want to pick it up. It's a very fun, transport-heavy city builder. In a way, obviously, you can connect cities together or cities to things that they need in order to grow, and it's a lot of fun. So obviously, like if you're building the city of New York, it needs things like food and fuel and steel or something to build, and you're in charge of the logistics for it. So it's a lot of fun. Hopefully they make another DLC for this game. I hope to see more missions for this one. It's really, really fun. Really good game. So that's why we're back again. Oh, the game is 50% off on Steam? Excellent. Good. Well, good to see you all here. Again, welcome to all the new members. Thanks for all the gift bombs. Thanks for an amazing year so far. Hope you're all enjoying your new year as well. And, yeah. Highly recommend any game that you may have seen on the channel in the last year for the Steam sale, too. All the games that I play, I love, and they're all great. And so, I definitely add some to your wish list, including this one. Today I wanted to start fresh. Maybe we'll do the 80s, like 80s Sweden or something like that, and just build some trains and have some fun and see some cities grow and focus on passenger transport, stuff like that. Should be a lot of fun. So let's jump in. We'll do a free game right now. And we'll do a temperate climate. And Sweden's long. Sweden's real long. So let's go with a Bago map with, yeah, medium amount of towns, medium industry. Hilliness, maybe a little bit more. Water, a little bit more. Although this isn't really a coastline. I was hoping to see some coast here. Always seems to just have like 3 rivers every time. Let's roll that seed until we get something that resembles some sort of a coastline. You've been playing TF2 all Christmas. You love it? It's a great game. Really good. Oh, forest as well. Maybe a little less on the hilliness, but definitely on the water. Let's see. That looks like a pretty good map, but seems like this one's it's always like 3 rivers. It always tries to branch into 3 rivers. Like, how come not like randomly a lake? That looks pretty good too. I'm gonna keep rolling that dice for a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, I like this one. All right, we're going with this one. All right, temperate. Let's see, play map or next. Next, please. Starting year 1980. Difficulty medium. Yep, European trains and stuff. Custom settings. Oh, we're gonna make time go real slow too, so we can play like in the 80s for a long time. Because I'm feeling this vaporware vibe that we've been, or vaporware? I mean vaporwave, vaporwave vibe for all this music we've been listening to lately. Vehicles no end year. We'll keep that on, but that's fine. Let's make them Swedish towns. European vehicles. Yeah, that seems fine. Everything else seems good. Emissions. Oh, I love how we also have to... It's kind of cool. This game, you also have to manage the traffic a bit, too. So, like, if you have a cool bus line or something like that, but traffic's picking up, you can always, like, modify the roads and upgrade them, too. So, like, traffic kind of works like how it does in City Skylines, in a way. All right, I think we're good to go. Let's go back and... Yeah, I think we're good with this one. Just make sure it's saved. Yep. Generating map. Is this picking a random map? It better be picking the one we started with. We'll see. I want to make sure we play with our settings. All the ones that we made previously. Love the load screens for this game, too. The dev team for this game, like, drops a update maybe once every 6 months, and it's always kind of small stuff that you'd expect. Like, City Skylines does one every, like, 2.5, 3 months, as well as a big O DLC. This game's, like, the same size, but every 6 months and no DLC. And it's like, bro, I would gladly pay, like, full price for an expansion that doubles the size of the game. Like, if the game is, like, $39.99, I'm willing to pay another $39.99 just for, like, the game to be doubled in size. Like, if it has 25 missions, if you give me 25 more and, like, a bunch of new trains or something from, like, I don't know, whatever, just different moments in time or something like that, I would love it. When do I expect City Skylines? I think maybe we'll get an announcement hinting at it maybe later this year, then an announcement next year. I think by 2025, because it's going to be 10 years since City Skylines been out. That's crazy. It's getting there. It's getting there. That's crazy, dude. Alright, waiting. Now loading. Come on, baby. Load that 80s Sweden. Yeah, we'll do what we used to do. Back in the day, you'd put your mouse cursor next to the loading bar, and that would make it move. And there it goes. Magical. You're waiting for a Skyrim 6 announcement? Oh, yeah. There we go. Alright, cool. Let's get our bearings and take a look around. Wait, let me check something real quick. There, that'll help. Perfect. Alright. I was hoping for some more cities along, like, the river. Wait, this isn't the map that we chose, is it? Now, it looks like it picked a completely different map for us. I think. Or maybe not. Man, we need a fjord mod. Like, the European maps are always just, it's like a smaller river followed by a bigger river. It's always the same style. There's so much more landscape than this. I guess I'll have to download like a handcrafted map. Can I subscribe to a map in the workshop? Maybe we should do that. I'd like to do something like that. There's got to be a way to load maps. So I want to do that. There's a map editor. Oh, we can load maps. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can find something from the workshop, which is conveniently right there. Let me show you all what I'm looking at. All right, let's try Sweden. There's a map for it. There's no stars on these, but they all kind of look... let's see. Yeah, I don't know why they never give you like a beautiful coastline. You got to make your own map for that, but it's like, bleh. All of Sweden with industries and towns from the mines in the north to the wheat fields in the south, based on reality. Oh, there we go. So that one's actually based on where the industries are in real life. All right, let's go with that one. Oh, that's hard to tell. It's hard to tell that that's actually Sweden. Could be Finland. Could be Denmark trying to pull a trick. Are you trying to trick us, Denmark? All right, let's go with that one. Okay, let's see. Load map. Free game, play map. Ah, there it is. Svadia. All right, cool. Start date in 1850. Oh, do we really have to start in 1850? No. Oh, wait. Maybe I can edit that, though, in the map editor. Hold on. Okay, the start... I should be able to modify the start here. Let's try that. What am I having this morning? Just tea. It's winter time. Throat's a little more irritated when I sleep because of all the dry... Weather's real dry right now. You know, they got the heat blowing all the time, so... If you start in 1850, maybe you can help with the people on the Oregon Trail. Yeah, let me... I'm gonna roll on over as Sweden. Just pull up. That's Svadia's skirt. Alright, I've sped things up a little bit for the loading. Hopefully that'll work. Dude, this game's good, man. Too many people have completed this one and like haven't come back yet. But then there's crazy modders for it too. Whoa, how does this guy have a negative $500 million? Excuse me? Or maybe that's just the map editor. Alright, well this is mostly... Yeah, this is pretty much Sweden. Yep. Story checks out. Might have to build a canal here, though. If we want to go all the way around. That seems about right. Gothenburg, Trollhättan, No Skövde. Jönköping. Some big O rivers here, too. North and South Stockholm. Oh, it's going to be really cool to do ferry services here, although it's going to be not a lot of money. Oh, this map's gorgeous. Good work. Alright, how do we make it so we can make a company here? First, let's change the starting date. I can change the date like this. Oh, that's cool. You can, like, pause time, but, like, still play, like, forward time. $14 company score. I don't... Well, since this starts in 1850, we'll have to rebuild all these roads. So we're going to have to build all the highway system ourselves, so that's going to be cool. Oh, okay, this is like an automatic highway system. That's cool. Industries, town. It says 1980 on the bottom. Yeah, I just changed it to 1980. But I want to make sure I can adjust the... Save and play. Let's give that a try. I'm feeling it. I just want to see a beautiful train going up through the woods and stuff. You know how I get. Oh, infinite money? Oh, damn, you're right. I don't want that on. Well, it says balance 5 million. Start year 1850. Damn it. Not sure how to adjust that. I hope that's not, oh, you know what? That might be when you first make the map. Yeah, I want to run some electric trains. We have 5 million bucks, but it does say 1850. It might be when the map actually is like created. Typically people do like 1850, 1900, 1950, and then like 2000 is the starting years. Usually. 1850 is like early steam, 1900s like little late steam train, early, sometimes like electric and diesel in there. Like you can easily achieve that in the next couple of years. Oh, damn. I think it will be 1850, won't it? I changed the year to 1950 down here, but... maybe that just gives me access to modern trains? Alright, well, Sweden's going... alright. Sweden's a little behind. They're stuck in 1850. So we gotta get all the Swedes caught up. Let's just say. Alright, well, let's build a highway system to connect these 4 areas. Oh boy. It's gonna be a lot of cars going across there. Oh yeah, now they gave me access to like highways and stuff. Cool. Oh boy. Wait, our earnings are -5 wait, what? How could I have an earning of -500 million when I don't own anything? Maybe that was just from the previous year's construction. Maybe it'll go back to 0 because everything's built. Because I think the earnings report will show what you've spent in the previous year. So our finances tell us now that our only expenses are loan interest. Everything else is 0. Okay. That's probably fine. Let's not worry about that. That's totally fine. It's totally fine. Yeah, the years are all messed up. I guess you just have to build the map from scratch, but it is a lot easier to well, it's a lot more time consuming, but it's a lot more enjoyable, I think, to build the cities from the very beginning. Let's build a depot in southern... so southern Stockholm wants food and fuel. Northern wants building materials and goods. Oh, it looks like there's a oil refinery? Or a fuel refinery. Okay. How do I rotate? Oh boy. Actually, time should be paused, so apparently it's 1980, so we'll just kind of keep going. So we can raise and lower buildings with the period and the comma key. And how does rotate work? Shift and click. Let's see. Invert. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's November and Mike. Isn't there a way to do it more precisely? Oh, you got to hold shift. Okay, that's what I was thinking of. So it's Mike in November, and then you also have to hold shift for more precision. Okay, cool. Thank you, chat. Good. We'll build a little depot over here. Cool. That's gonna be nice. Alright, so now we've got ourselves a depot down. We'll start with a simple bus service. Bus. Maybe a tram would be good. How many people live here? $261 and $254. Oh boy, imagine that. These streets are pretty, man. Alright, we got a couple going in the center of town. There we go. The earnings represent how much you owe the Swedish House Mafia for their loans. Oh. Oh. I see. So the game must think it's still the 60s. Wait, no. Wait, what? 76, 70, 54, 39. What a weird... Okay. That's weird. So there's 5 stops in the south. Cool. All right, let's try to buy some passenger buses. So strange that we have like, it's 80 but 1850. Okay, whatever. It'll be fun. This will be interesting. Let's buy 5. Cool. Okay, now we gotta build like some... I think we could just do like a whole bus loop here. I mean, these cities are pretty close. Maybe we'll just do a medium country road. Yo, what's up, Brandon? New Year's going good. Okay, let's upgrade these. Could build a bridge here. I wonder what kind of a bridge we can build. Oh, all we have is brick. Uh-oh. That's weird. We have like access to like 70s buses but 1850s buildings. But yeah, we have highways? I don't know. This is cool. 80s Sweden was weird. Instant roads must be satisfying after playing workers. Yeah, true. Those instant roads of City Skylines and Transport Fever are completely different. They just hit different. Alright, cool. So we have like our road around the bay here. Oh yeah, that's like the 80. That's the 80s. Okay, now we gotta reconnect our road from the south. I wonder if we could... Nah, this game... I don't think this game has a tool to make roundabouts. Yeah, I would like to make a ferry to connect the towns, but unfortunately we don't have a lot of money, so we gotta focus on like getting a little bit of cash at the start. So we're gonna have to build like a bus route that goes between these 4 regions, basically. Oh, that'll be easy. Uppsala to a food factory to Stockholm. That's going to be good money. With a short distance. But again, we only have $1 million, so... I think we'll specialize in buses. In bussin'. I feel like 5 million is enough for 1850, but like... in the 80s, that's nothing. Yeah, there is a brick factory nearby. Oh, yeah. There's a quarry that we could send to the brick factory. Stockholm wants that. So Stockholm... Well, North, I should say. North Stockholm wants those bricks. That should be fairly cheap on trucks. I guess maybe we could take out a loan. Let's go back up to 5 million. Alright, let's see. Let's do a... road connecting to the farm. Country road. Oh, I like it. The ground is just spray painted. I like it. You love this game? Same. Actually, maybe we'll do this. I want to make things look nice, you know? Oh, wait a minute. I forgot we can have an Yeah, we can have an entrance and an exit to these types of platforms. Yep. Exactly. Yeah, I love this game too. It needs more DLCs, man. Like, I'm willing to pay for anything they can throw at me. This map has a disturbing lack of trees. What's up, Mike Brown? Welcome to the stream. Alright, then the food processing plant should be pretty easy. Oh, that already cost us like $1 million. I guess when we say we're modernizing Sweden, we're really doing it. Alright, so I think we need two different trucks for these factories. Oh, we gotta put a stop down. Time is really going slow. Yeah, I've paused the year so that way we don't get any new tech, but honestly, since it's all this weird time, we'll just speed things up. It's fine. You can actually, like, you can forward in-game time, but pause, like, the year in the game, like the calendar dates. They're separate, so that way you can have, like, a different timing for... Like, if it's 1950 and you want to stay in 1950 for as long as possible, you can really slow down time to give you the most amount of time to, like, build very expansive railroads and earn a lot more money so you can build a much more diverse 1950s railroad. Because otherwise, if there were no time settings, it'd go by pretty quick. And so, like, by the time the 50s rolled around, you'd probably be thinking about the 60s. Gives you more time to stay in a current year. So the question is it the 1850s? Or I mean the 1880s? Alright, so... Alright, so we got Stockholm grain trucks coming down. And we need food delivered. A little truck stop there. That one should take care of the food. Alright, cool. Can you see how many passengers you use in the bus line? Yeah, there's an option for that somewhere. Be able to see those things. Alright, so cargo trucks for grain. This holds 21 tons. Yeah, I think we'll buy a couple of manned dump trucks. Yeah, we'll haul with grain trucks. Assign those to grain trucks. And food trucks. Oh, these haul all cargo. Even fuel? Okay. Alright, let's do passengers in blue. Oh, you can paint the buses. I see. Not the line. Let's see. Where are the line options? Alright, so we'll do yellow for grain, orange for food. There we go. Cool. And we'll just buy more trucks as needed. Right now there's only 27 grain there. Each of those trucks hold 21, so that should be okay. Boy, look at that Stockholm traffic. Take the bus, people. This is a map of Sweden. Oh, we got some opportunities for some ferries there. Let's earn some big money first. Let's see if we can get up over like 10 million, boys. 10 million. And we also got to connect that bus line there. So let's do like a bus line that goes north, south, and then west. Oh, wait. That'll be good. You're playing Transport Fever tonight? Awesome. It's a good game, man. What buses are faster? 80, 80. Okay, they're the same. And we'll buy ourselves some extendos. Let's buy 4. For line 1, we're going to have to call that Stockholm. Ooh, I don't even know this town. Eskilstuna? Eskilstuna? Interesting. Yeah, buses are a really good way if you're doing a big cargo network. You can always pay for a lot of your fuel with like buses too, on top of that. Bussin'. Game's so good with its like traffic and city detail. Like, you're usually zoomed out because you're building like railroads and stuff, but oh, some of these buildings are starting to look modern. Alright. I could definitely believe that being a building from the 80s. Oh, baby. Sweden's getting upgraded. Alright. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, let's buy a couple more grain trucks. Ooh. We don't even have enough money. I didn't realize they were that spendy. Oh, is there not a way to build like a stop sign? Oh boy. Yeah, we'll need another road bridge, but that's going to cost us quite a bit of cash. We'll take out another cool 5 million. Alright, that's a good start. Oh, you can even see Denmark, I think. So we can build the Øresund Bridge here. Oh, there's lots of oil in Denmark. Damn Danes. Oh, it belongs to Gothenburg. There you go, Sweden. Copenhagen. Actually, it'd be really cool if we could build combination bridges in this game. A lot of games don't allow you to do that, do they? I think more city builders need to allow you to, like, build a bridge that's for, like, trains and for vehicles, all in one. Iskil Tuna was named after a bishop named Iskil of Tuna. He liked tuna? McDonald's will have something to say about that. How about we rename it, Sweden, for a cool $1 billion? We'll call it Iskil McRib, brought to you by McDonald's. Come on, Sweden, be cool. That traffic is killing me. We need a bigger bridge. Chad emote. Let's build a city large street. I wonder, can we make these roads one way? Yeah. Traffic must flow. Hey, what's up, Logan? Logan says to like the video. Yeah, if you guys like this, make sure you let me know. Schedule's down below in the description there, Naman. Exclamation point schedule. Or down below in the description. Alright, we're actually getting a lot of passengers at these stops. That's good. Got some bread going. Trucks are picking up lots of grain. Total how many? I think we can see by line. Let's see. Well, we can carry 105 people, and there's 32 on the line. I don't know if there's a way to see how many pass yearly. Whoa, whoa. Streamlabs dumping off like 3-4 links in a row. What the hell? I don't know what's going on with that Streamlabs bot. That's weird. It's spamming. What's up, Victoria? Good to see you. How are things? Welcome to the stream. Oh, Indrid's in the chat too. What's up, Indrid? If this game gave me a city like that with no effort, I'd burnt it to the ground in 5 minutes. Yeah, this game, look, if they made City Transport Fever 3 and it had as much city building in it as City Skylines and had like this much transportation stuff to it as well, it'd be amazing. Like, I do like what City Skylines has done with the Industries DLC, but it doesn't necessarily let you buy like vehicles for that stuff. It would be cool in City Skylines if you could build, or if you could buy like vehicles for city maintenance, like dump trucks, excavators, wheel loaders, etc., for like just maintaining and building roads or railroads too. Taquito, thanks for the 99 cents. Love seeing that little taco in the chat. Awesome. Thank you very much for being here. Welcome aboard. And thanks for the super chat, bruh. Nice. Alright, I think we got traffic flowing again. It's not as bad. Yeah, brother. Alright, let's do construction materials now from that quarry. Nuggets. Alright, so we got a quarry up here. I think we'll do something a little different here. We'll do a little depot up in the corner. Actually, it would look more realistic like up here. .30-meter platform, that looks cool. Stockholm Syndrome. It's a real thing, man. I saw a movie about that on an airplane a while ago. I can't remember. It's actually a pretty good movie about the whole Stockholm like bank robbery and stuff. Guy trying to pretend to be like American and whatnot. That's a cool story. Interesting, at least. Alright, let's upgrade the road. Oh, we're down to just 1 million? Man. Oh yeah, double bridge connecting the island. Yeah, that'd be a good cut across to go to either city without having to go around. Yeah. It's going to cost us money, though. No bear zone? Yeah. Hey, what's up, Hunter? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. So it's like a construction materials factory. Yeah, Morgan. You'll get your chance to spam bears tonight when we play Icarus. Oh, yeah. Alright, construction materials. Construction materials have to go meow. So we gotta buy some trucks for the quarry to the construction materials plant and then back again. Actually, this might be a bad idea to have one lane because they have to both pick up and drop off, but it could work out. Can't believe we can't get the power of an American diesel here, brother. That's what Sweden needs to solve all Sweden's problems, brother. My two friends will solve your transportation needs. Let me introduce you to Peterbilt and Ken Worth, brother. Peter and Ken will help you out. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, these roads make those trucks go slower, but again, money. That's why I haven't bought any trucks yet. Money. Ooh. What the hell? What the hell? Alright, Sweden's invented levitation. Interesting. It's freaking magnets, yeah. Okay. Never mind. Sweden's uses an anti-gravity in like 1981. I wonder what they're up to now. Getting ready to leave this planet. They're just finishing their last booster under Sweden to lift off into space. Planet Sweden. Oh boy. Stop that. All right. Okay. Alright, if we're going to build a train line eventually, I suppose we could do all the eastern coast. Sundsvall down to Stockholm. Norrköping. Kalmar, Karlskrona. Visby. Oh, there's a lot of stone there. Oh, and construction materials. Could even ship all that up back to Stockholm via boat. That'd be interesting. Now I kind of wish I would have started with ships, but honestly, they're kind of a little harder to do without even a basic bus service set up. What else do we got? We got iron mines, steel mills. Do we have coal somewhere? Yep, there's coal. We got a tools factory there. Or would there be a logging camp? Oh, up there. Oof. So we'd have to somehow bring down logs to here and get it across. Who takes tools then? Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of logging in the center of the country. We'll just have to kind of figure out... Well, it's going to have to go via train, but I'm glad that they, like, doubled down on the forest industry. So this means that we could, like, build a train line all the way down the center with lots and lots of logs coming. But there's only one sawmill, so the processing power of that wouldn't be that great. Jeez, that wind, though. Let's see, what else do we got? Iron, coal. More farming here. That must be the only food plant around up there. No, there's one here at Gothenburg. Oh, wow. Alright, so we've got a lot of farms in the south that we could truck up to... Or... Well, we could build like a train depot here. Oh, cool, there's like a little... Oh, that's cool. There's like a little creek. That's a nice detail. Wow. But anyway, we could build a... Well, we could have all these trucks bring it to Helsingborg and then build a train bridge across, then go to the food factory here. Or here, actually. What is that, a farm out there? And even Gothenburg wants food, so we could truck a little bit of that back. But we'd be making so much food, we'd have to figure out who else to ship it to. Trollhättan wants fuel and tools. Karlstad wants food. Okay. So we could build a boat to ship that upriver. That'd be nice. And also to bring it to Norrköping. Why don't just have the trucks drive through the forest? Well, they'd have to go through the entirety of the country, and that's a long way. Sweden's a really long place. So, like, to have a truck drive from, like... Well, to have a vehicle drive from the north of the map all the way down to, like, mid-map would be... that would take a very long time. And a lot of money. Like, when the trucks are driving, we're not making money. We gotta make deliveries. That's what makes the money. That's why I opted for, like, the short bus routes and stuff to start us off. And food and construction materials. Actually, the construction materials will help Sweden to grow, or the Stockholm city to grow, so that'll mean more passengers. So yeah, we went from 200 to 423 now. And 434. So the north and south cities have doubled in size. So that's really good. But, yeah. So I think what we'll need to do... Well, also we need to find a chemical factory. It looks like Denmark has all the fuel, though. I don't think we have a single thing of oil anywhere. We've got a lot of coal in the north. But I don't know where we could ship it via boat. Too bad this game doesn't... I wish this game had a little bit more open TTD level of stuff where it's like you could ship power, you know, coal to power plants and stuff. But I don't know... I don't see anything where we could directly ship the coal to via boat. Like, it'd have to go through the mountains to Narvik. And that's in Norway. So we could ship some coal and some iron ore to Narvik and make steel out of it. And then bring the steel back to Luleå. But Sundsvall might require fuel. So we could do... We could get crude oil from Denmark. Ship that to... There's a fuel refinery there. But we need to make that into oil first. There. So Gothenburg has an oil refinery. That's a lot of money. But then we got to figure out where to ship the fuel, the oil to. Okay, there we go. There's a fuel refinery there. All right, it's starting to come together now. And then the fuel could go right to Trollhättan. Okay. And maybe to Stockholm as well. We could literally do shipping for this. That's going to cost us millions, though. Could be profitable, though. I think we're going to need to borrow like 10 million for that. Alright, let's do some ships. So let's connect this fuel factory via... Okay, let's build a Okay, we want a cargo harbor. Well, first we need a ship dock, or shipyard, yeah. Okay, so now we got to build ships, right? So we can build a big O shipyard in Gothenburg. Yep. Let's start with that cargo harbor for large, yeah. Gotta make it look good, though. Oh, there's terraforming, too. Alright, that's cool. Then let's build a shipyard. Okay. And we're gonna have to connect both of these via road. Ooh, that didn't sound good. Something broke. Something is dead. Let's build a little road. Yes, DED. Dead to Death chat. It's my favorite game. You ever play that? The Dead by Daylight sequel called Died to Death. Oh, don't give me purple. Here, we'll take black for fuel line. Crude oil from Denmark to Gothenburg. Ah, okay. All right. Now we'll have to ship the crude oil north to the fuel refinery too. That'll make us some money. How crude is it? It's pretty crude. Okay, let's connect this now. steep, man. Luckily, they give you a pretty easy tool to, like, kind of smooth it out a little bit. Kind of works. If I make it 90 degree here. Yo, Chaos, thanks for the 27 months. Thank you very much for the support. Wow. So many members for so long. Alright, so, yeah, I think we're ready to buy our first ship. We'll connect that route later. But for now, new member, welcome. 240 for this. Fuel transport on the Rhine. We're going to have to do another dock down here and just basically replicate that. So I think what we'll do is we'll have these ships go here first to Denmark in the north, and then in the south. Cool. And then a dock in the south would be good. Doc Brown, Marty McFly. Oh, it's going to cost us like another $1 million though. Maybe we could have ship 2 go to from Gothenburg to that fuel depot. Change its route. Alright, right, cool. So now we got ships going across. Make some money from oil. I think we'll buy a couple more buses. Is there planes in this? Yeah. This game has trains, planes, and automobiles. Ships, buses, trucks, airplanes, jets. No helicopters, though. And, of course, you can do all the things to build a city's infrastructure, too, like railroads and bridges and highways, inner-city roads. You can build, like, highways. You can build roads in the city. You can connect cities, build cities. It's good stuff. Yo, John with the big O20, dude. Thank you very much, man. Wow. Wow. Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah, let's get some hype in chat. Thanks, dude, for the big O support. Let's go.
Good morning, Raptor and chat. I hope every had a good New Year's.
Same to you, man. Good morning. Is this game better than City Skylines? It does some things better, like the interconnectivity of airports between like a whole nation or region. City Skylines has a lot more detail in terms of its like airport DLC and how you can lay some things out in the cities, but you know, they both have their advantages and disadvantages of building stuff. They all work a little different. Alright, let's see if we can turn this negative into a positive now with fuel deliveries on the way. Let's tell ship 2 to hold till full. We'll let it run down the port, though. It's going to take a while to make money from boats, but it'll be big money when it comes in. Hype in chat. Wow. Thanks, guys. Food factory has a ton of food. Or grain. Whoa, what the hell? Wow. Look at that. We're going to have to make some other roads into town. Man, a metro here would be good, but we can't do that. A tram would also be good, but... Yo, what's up, Bulldozer? How you doing, man? The only way to really solve that is to build a few more inlets into the town. I don't think we have enough money. Oh, wait, we're getting cash. I really shouldn't take out any more loans. We've got like 20 million. $23 million loan. Damn. taking out more is just going to increase that interest, which is 100,000 a year. Or more. Oof. Ferries? The distance is too short. Ferries are better for, like, this distance. What's up, Caston? How you doing? Autosave. In Vancouver, you have ferries for that distance? Well, that's good. We need to make money, though. Wow, $25 million for a Boeing 757. Yeah, that's the cargo version, I think. The one on the right. Oh boy. Well. I don't know how much more of a loan we can get, but we won't make money if the traffic's standing still. It's a pretty good spot here for a bridge. Shane, thanks for the 32 months. Bro, what's up with that one pillar? Man, I wish you could move that stuff. New member, welcome. Oh, wow. A bridge that length is like $1 million. So anything bigger than that's going to be like $1 million. Whew. That's not good. It's going to have to be here. Yeah, we can. Oh, it only reduce. It would reduce that to like what, 2 lanes or 3 lanes. Well, we'll keep it open and see what happens. Yeah, a new bridge is a good idea, but we can only do that like maybe one more time before we got to think of some other ideas. Can you pay your loan earlier? Yeah, you can pay it back anytime. We gotta be profitable though. We gotta wait on the ships. The ships are a good idea, but they're very slow. And that ship's fully loaded. So when this ship gets to Gothenburg, it'll give us a good amount of money. It's going to take some time, though. Yeah. When you make a map, like anybody can make a map, and in this case, the person who made this map, like you can choose kind of where cities spawn, like planting a seed. So you can tell the game, like, put a city here, and then it'll like auto-build a city. But you can also kind of like build the roads first, and then click, and then it'll kind of build a city around that, kind of. It's the same with industries, too. In this case, this person, whoever made this map, did it kind of realistically, where Sweden has a lot of farms in the south and logging and mining up north. Alright, cool. So we got crude oil coming in. I don't think there's a way to change lights or anything like that. I don't think we have control over traffic control. Man, it would help to make these one-way. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. This bridge would have to go north, though. We'll have to work on that. We need more cash. Stockholm's interesting. It's really tough. Should make an intercity bus service between those two. We'll have to see. Alright, let's see what lines are making us money and costing us money. Grain trucks are making some good cash. And everything else is costing, including the main line. It's probably mostly because of that traffic. And then the ships really haven't had a chance to make a dime yet. They need a little bit more time. So the bus service is actually bad. Well, maybe not actually, because I guess you could justify a line not making money so long as it's helping a city to grow, and then you could make up the money somewhere else. So like, if you're helping the population of a city to grow due to a bus line, but it's not profitable, but more people are moving into the city because of that bus line, then you can make it up by like delivering way more fuel. So like if a city's population goes from 500 to 1,000, but you're still not making money. Wow, looks like a lot of people moving south. South Stockholm. I've been there. Stockholm's a pretty place. Lots of metro too, and unfortunately we don't get that in this game. Another game that's kind of like this, that bridges the gap between Transport Fever 2 and City Skylines, is a game that the people made before City Skylines called Cities in Motion. And that game takes place in real-world cities, but then you have to set up all the bus lines. I think there's maybe... I know there's metro buses, ferries. There might also be maybe monorails. I'm not sure. Well, we're going to play that sometime soon. That's going to be awesome. That game was the prequel to City Skylines, and that was amazing. Prohibit vehicle stopping. Is there a way, chat, to like control that stuff? You think you have transport fever? All jokes aside, love the channel, love these city building games. Think you're doing an amazing job. Deserve so much more stuff. Thank you very much, Tate. That's nice, man. Well, I'm happy to have you as a sub. So thank you very much for subbing to the channel, dude. Look, if I only had like 10 subs, but they were the nicest people in the world, that's awesome, man. Luckily, I can say that we have way more nice people than that in this community. A lot of great people who tune in every single day. They watch all the videos, and they use the channel to find out what they're going to judge a game before they buy it. You know what I mean? So that's cool. So thanks for the support, man. All right, we just got a ton of money. Look at this. TTD is great. Maybe we should play TTD this week. I think Open TTD is, well, it's free, and we can have up to 100 players. So maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do Open TTD and do up to 100 players. That'd be kind of cool. Alright, so the fuel refinery, is it a 1-to-1? Oh, 2 fuel equal 1 oil. 2 crude equal 1 oil. So they're going to make 120. Yeah, OpenTTD is cool. But remember, graphics bad, game bad. A lot of people will not like that game because it looks like SimCity 2000, but that's not why we play games, folks. Tetris doesn't look like much nowadays, but the concept of it is solid. We're going to tell this ship to wait till it's full. Wait, that's weird. This ship can... Oh, wait. No, it can't hold both. Yeah, this should be able to hold 240 oil. Refined oil. Okay. Alright, I'm going to change these bridges around, chat. See if we can do it. Oh, now we're back into the negative. Never mind. Bad graphics, but amazing game. I wouldn't even call them bad graphics. Like, they were good at the time, back like in the 90s. Like, when memory was limited and stuff, we were lucky to even get like Tetris and things like that to work on PCs. It's like saying a classic car is bad. Like, oh, car old, car bad. Like, what? A 57 Chevy or a 60s Mustang? Yep, old bad. Like, what? There's a lot more to unpack there than just car old, car bad. Wine old, wine bad. Like, oh, this wine is from the 60s. So worth $30,000. Glass bad. Which is fair if you don't like wine. You try to watch every day, Sean? Awesome, dude. Thanks for being here. How much fuel is here now? Okay, so Denmark's pumping out enough fuel to where we could probably do 2 ships. And the processing power of this is... Yeah, needs a lot. Wait, they have 92 stored. So I think this is crude oil. Gameplay is the determining factor. Super awesome graphics on super high price bad game. You've been burned out. Yeah, great graphics can be very expensive too. Like, imagine all the equipment and stuff it might take to run like Battlefield 5 on the highest settings, or something like that, and it just not be fun. Raptor, can you make money? Can you make a money on the stream if we buy the game that you're playing, like Cole name, but put it down before the purchase because we buy the game because of you? The only way I would make money off a game purchase is if you buy a game through the Epic Game Store and use code Raptoria at checkout. Otherwise, if 1 million people were to buy Transport Fever today because they saw my video, I wouldn't receive anything out of that. But I would at least hope that you guys would smash like for free and subscribe. That would be the coolest thing that I'd get out of that. But you can always drop a super chat, upgrade your membership if you think I deserve something extra. Otherwise, just have fun, and if you like a game because I'm playing it, go buy it. And remember, you always have a 2-hour return policy, too, on Steam. So if you buy Transport Fever and it doesn't work on your PC or something like that, always remember, every game you buy on Steam, you can always return it. If it doesn't work out, just write them a message and say, hey, I like the game, but it's not working. I'd like a refund, and they'll have no problem doing that. Oh yeah, if you type in !Epic, it leads to like my old God of War stream. But just !Raptoria. Yeah, I forgot to update that, but Epic's cool. I mean, they got, they got free games every day, and they've got, well, I mean, every day till like tomorrow. I think their event also ends tomorrow, but at least Steam's got some competition, and it makes, hopefully, like, Epic's competition will make Steam better, but I don't like when people pull things to stores for exclusivity. Like the Uplay store and the EA store. No, come on. Like now finally we can play The Sims and Anno 1800 you used to have like 2 different launchers for. So you'd have to have 3 you'd have to have Steam, Uplay's, and EA's launchers just to play. And then of course now you need the Blizzard launcher for like Overwatch and other stuff. But it's like, I feel like there shouldn't be launchers, but they should be they should totally have their own stores, maybe offer a bigger discount or something. They don't like that Steam takes 30%, but if that's the case, then like offer it on Steam, but then maybe offer it at like a $10 or $5 discount on your own store then. And then that'll get people to use your store. Because if you have the choice to choose to pay $25 or $30 and there's no difference, then why not pay the $30? Unless you want it on Steam because of, having the accessibility of like the workshop, or being able to easily connect with friends that way. Like, how you can open up your Steam friend list and just right click on somebody and have them like invite to game, and then boom, it's super convenient. I can't tell you how much time we probably saved not having to like add each other in a game, and just already having each other added as friends on Steam and just right click add to game, and then they're just right there in your lobby. Oh, so good. Oh, we got another ship coming back. Oh, did our fuel ship leave? Oh, baby. Alright, so he's going to deliver there. That'll be some money. Alright, hopefully we got some cash coming in soon. Now the ships are kind of roaring a little bit. How much more can I borrow? I think we can have like $50 million, maybe. Well, if you're building a company, it costs a lot of money. Ships aren't cheap. Road traffic is too much of a problem. Don't like. Me no like. Damn, I wish there were other options to cross there. It'd be cool if this game had vehicle ferries, not just passenger ferries. Tube Cody, welcome back as a Raptor Egg Dude. Good to see you. Thank you very much for becoming a member. And yes, Happy New Year to you as well. Wishing you good vibes this year, my man. Good times, good vibes. Um. Okay, so ship 1 and 3 are working the crude oil imports. Ship 2 is doing crude oil to fuel. Then we got to get something to bring the fuel over. I've kind of given up hope on Stockholm. It's so... New member, welcome. Wait, the traffic problems are not as bad. There's problems, but they somehow cleared up a little bit. I thought that was going to get worse. The hell? So have the Swedes, yeah. I should have chosen my wording more correctly, but Stockholm's alright. I like that city. What I really like about Stockholm is the metro stations that have all the different... there's like different artwork at each stop. Pretty cool. I was starting to buy an Epic for now on to support you. I'm a truck driver and I love your live streams and I watch every day. Yeah, a lot of you guys are like AFK, the AFK crew. Like there's so many of you guys who will watch these streams and you love them and you never say a word because you're busy. Earlier I called you guys like the spreadsheet crew because I know there's people at home who've got like a second or third monitor, and on your first monitor you got like an Excel or Google Doc open or something like that. Other screen you got like email, and then on the third one you've got like me or something going on. I know how it is, man. And I used to listen to a lot of podcasts, but streams are also nice to listen to as well because it's like podcasts are kind of just, you could have a couple of people talking, but with the live stream you guys can ask questions and like it's just so much better than videos. People don't have a lot of time. So when I do a 4-hour live stream or something like that, I get it. Like somebody who's new might not want to know. It might be hard to get new subscribers off a 4-hour live stream, but the cool thing is that eventually people will watch that too, and it's good. It's got to try to sprinkle out something for everybody. Email on one monitor, Gchat on another, YouTube on your phone. There you go. Working from home, so I just have your stream going while I work. Yep. Yeah, you guys are the AFK crew. I know you're there. There's nothing wrong with that. I thank you for your time. You're busy, so am I, but... I don't communicate much because in order to communicate I always need to use a translator because I don't know written English well, so I sit and listen silently. That's fine. Translator's fine. That's totally fine. I feel like a lot of the people who have English as a second language who think they know it pretty well or sometimes have to translate communicate about as good as, I'm going to say it, a teenager. Actually better than that. Wow, another one of those crazy Swedish bridges. Look at that. I think the bridge just needs to be upgraded. Crazy Swedish technology. It's IKEA bridge. Alright, folks, we are starting to make a little bit of money, I think. I think we need to invest that back into boats. Let's go ahead and try to deliver some fuel to Trollhättan. How much do we have? Oh boy. Alright, let's put a truck depot for fuel here. It's like we're delivering to gas stations and stuff. Oh yeah, we'll play some more City Skylines. Our schedule's down below in the description. I got plans for it. All those streams are listed down below. And honestly, in the month of January, I've been really wanting to do some more city, well, just building games in general, not just city builders, but I mean, I wouldn't even, technically this isn't your traditional city builder, but there's enough to it that, like, I feel like Urbeck isn't really a city builder in the traditional sense, but it's not like City Skylines and SimCity, and that's what makes it good. Because they're different. Farthest Frontier is fun? Oh yeah, it is. We'll play more of that in an update. Dude, look at how that fit right in there. Perfect. Alright, let's do a fuel route. From there to there. Oh, my bad. Thought I hit new line. Derp. Yep, Ark Survival Evolved videos are on the channel. Let's see. Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Very important question. The name of the city is Trollhättan. Okay. I was just checking. Alright, let's buy some trucks. Let's start with 2 fuel trucks. No. Bear Hatan. How dare you, chat? There's a problem. What's the problem? Oh, it's a passenger stop. Lol. I gotta do that like once a stream. Bum, 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 bum. I wish the cargo stops would look different. I wish there was more changes you could make to them to customize them a little bit more. Alright, Denmark's pumping out some good amount of oil. Now it's got to take advantage of the oil in the south. Alright, that should make us some money. And that fuel depot should get us some moolah. Now, what I'd probably do pretty soon is we'll buy another fuel ship to then take it from here to Stockholm. Yeah, Bork Bork. Cubity Scubity Bork Bork. Ja. Jag talar svenska. Cubity Scubity Bork Bork. Ursäkta. A lot of food ready for pickup. Alright, traffic's like not great, but not bad. We should make a bypass. Yeah, I'm speaking IKEA meatball, that's right. Yo-yo. And... Yo, Swedes, is Are IKEA meatballs in Sweden, like, good? Like, are they, like, Swedish approved? Or are they, like, alright? I'm gonna ask Strum. They're okay? Alright. The ones here in Denmark are not so bad? Okay. I don't think I've ever had them before. Like at IKEA. I make my own shit bullar. With lingonberry and everything, and the gravy and all that. I'm gonna have to make some for Stromby and see if he hates it. I will learn though. Maybe one day I'll make him a smorgastorta. See what he thinks. Your brightness was all the way down and you flashbanged yourself by turning it up? Yeah. You know, this game, I would appreciate some weather effects in this game. I'm not sure if it actually rains or has seasonal transition. Well, obviously not, because we would have seen the winter by now, but maybe another good thing for this game would be the interesting aspect of what happens when, you know, transport companies have to face snow. Obviously that affects all methods of travel, airplanes, and with de-icing and trucks on the roads, airplanes too. So that's weird. You want me to get him some surströmming? You know, I know our Swedish friend Daniel, who lives in... Well, I can't remember where he lived at the time. And he went out to the woods. Like, he literally had to evacuate his house and his neighborhood and go out to, like, a secret spot in the woods. And, like, open a can of that for, like, to celebrate 1,000 subs or something like that. Oh, boy. Yeah, if it were, like, Soviet Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. I would love to see Workers and Resources concept. Like, the same people who made that, it'd be interesting to see, like, that game's mechanics, but, like, in Western Germany after World War II. Like, rebuild West Germany after World War II. But you get influences of, like, you can have American vehicles or French or, you know, develop your own. It'd be interesting. You're working from home watching in the background? I know it. AFK crew. We gotta get... maybe we should make, like, a hoodie or something for the AFK crew. When you guys are, like, working from home, put on your official AFK hoodie. It's not even AFK. Like, you guys are there, but you're just not in chat. But... AFK is a good way to say it. I'm so tempted to make that bridge a one-way. But if I do, it's still going to have the same traffic problem. Oh yeah, let's deliver bricks to Stockholm, yeah. Now that we got money for trucks. Each truck costs us about... Wait, we're not even delivering gravel yet, are we? I don't think so. Let's see. I think each of these trucks are worth $500,000. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, we can start delivering gravel. We need a little bit more cash. Let's set up the route, too. Let's call it the brick factory. Alright, brick factory. Let's make that green. Sure. The IWFH hoodie, I work from home. That's good. Some of you also, like somebody said earlier, they were a truck driver, and That can be like that's a home away from home when you got the big rig sleeper cab with the microwave, TV, internet connection, all that stuff. Like when you hunker down for the night, yeah, that's your house. I like when people call that their office, or when they go hunting and they call their boat like their office or whatever. It's like teehee. Okay, we'll need to earn a little bit more cash, then we'll get that route going. We could get the one truck going, though. It's not going to do much, but... Road vehicle 25 to Stockholm Quarry. How are the boats doing? They're bringing in some money, man. Okay. And they did a good job of making these little creeks and things like that. That's one thing that's missing from this game too. Is I don't know how this guy got this in. He may have used a mod to like possibly get water this low. I don't know how you make little rivers like that though. Because in this game they think like a river is like this. And they make it wide enough for boat traffic. But sometimes rivers are just too small for that. But still they're, you know, like a pretty important landmark and or... Sometimes they don't get to that size until way downriver. I want to try to see if we can turn a profit without buying too much. Ooh, damn, nice. Whoa. That boat just earned $1 million bucks? Damn. Alright. It's popping off, boys. Alright. Poglad. Let's buy a couple more trucks. It's happening. Now, obviously, stone's not going to give us too much money, but, you know, if we build the city, they will come. I wonder if is there a way to see city ranking? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Is there a population? Yep. So, Stockholm South is the biggest part of the map right now. Stockholm South is 490, North is almost 400. And the only other city bigger is Copenhagen. Oslo's on the map. Where the hell? Oh, it's right there. I didn't even see that. Tucked right into the mountains. Hell yeah, brother. Got another fuel refinery there, but... Alright, what's our total debt? Like 50 million? Oh, only 31. So if the boat makes 30 deliveries, we could pay back the loan, but... So do you build the cities or do they grow on their own? A little of both. A little of both. You can actually like lay out their roads and stuff. So like for Gothenburg here, I could actually build some of these roads. And then as the city gets more and more stuff delivered to it, like in this case food and mechanical parts, that's what the city needs to grow. So as I make deliveries to the town, then it'll fill in those spaces. So we can kind of like build the frame work. We don't get to do the things like, you building a hospital or a police department or schools or setting tax rates for the city. But it's kind of more like a city builder on a national scale. So, you can have like a whole island on the map, like Cuba, for example, or Australia, let's say. And then you can interconnect all of those major cities in Australia or Cuba, and then whatever is like needed on one side of the map you can transport to the other, and then all the cities will have what they need, and then they'll grow. But those needs are always changing too. And the needs here in this game are fairly simple. It's like basic resources like, food, fuel, goods, and building materials. I think there are mods for more complex building things, but some of the campaign makes you deliver really interesting stuff. Like, there is one where you, like, smuggle goods in from Cuba. So you're smuggling, like, Cuban rum and, like, cigars or something. But I really wish there were more... there was an option, like, in default, an option for more advanced supply chain. I don't think there is, but it'd be really cool if at a certain point you were shipping out, like... especially if you were trying to run a trucking company in the game. It'd be interesting to ship, like, TVs and electronics and furniture and stuff like that. That could be more profitable on a truck. Alright, we should upgrade some of these roads, too. I done goofed before. Built the smaller road, but that's fine. That'll make all the traffic go faster. But yeah, I think this game needs a lot more updates, too. Like, I'd love to see way more road styles like there is in City Skylines, like asymmetrical roads and more options for highways. It's really cool in this game when you go to build a highway, because it does feel a lot like City Skylines when you're building a highway. But it feels even more important than that, because usually in City Skylines, you kind of make a highway that goes through your city that it either brings in traffic from off-map or helps people get across your city. But in this game, it actually helps people to get across the whole country. So, like, you could connect Stockholm to, like, Gothenburg with a big old highway network. And Malmo, too. So you could do Gothenburg to Stockholm and build, like, a big old highway. And, of course, that road building helps you, and also, like, you got to watch out for traffic. I think one of my favorite scenarios in this game is there's one where you go to Canada to do fracking, and you have to build up some of the local... The oil industry pops off, so a ton of people move in, so you got to start, like, managing a lot of the traffic of people, like, obviously cities are growing, so people are moving there, and there's a lot of traffic, and so, you got to manage not only, like, your own rail lines, but you also have to, like, manage the cities a lot better, too. Pretty cool. Alright, I think I'm going to upgrade this. This bridge is going to go north, and this bridge is going to, like, go south. Maybe we'll make a loop. Like, it'll be north, and then south. And we'll just make a loop around the city. I think that's going to be Bob Ross emote. I think the campaign's about fracking. One of the Canadian missions. It's really cool too, because you got to build like those massive dump trucks, like those gargantuan dump trucks. I think you got to build like first you got to help to build a facility to build and maintain those trucks, and then let the fracking begin, brother. Racking, fracking. Oh, this is cool. When you click on the vehicle, it'll also tell you how much it's been making. So this one's made 300,000. This one's made 800, and this one's made 800 as well. I think that's profit after maintenance, maybe. I think. Are these guys delivering the fuel? Yep, fuel's coming in. And how much has this truck made? -28, okay. Do the cities upgrade the roads on their own? Yeah, when you build a road, the city has the right to take it over and like change the road or add to it unless you can select an option called like player owned or something where the AI won't touch the road. Because sometimes like you'll have like a country road coming into a town, and then the town will grow and then it'll try to change it to a city road, and sometimes you'll not want them to do that for traffic purposes, so you can like turn it off. Yeah, the upgrades and stuff are kind of nice, but it's all random too. Like, it's based on how many deliveries they get, and then they go on their own. There they go again on their own, the only road they've ever known. Just another heart in need of rescue. That's a small Stockholm. That's the biggest city in the game right now. Stockholm South's got like population 500. But you know, it's all scaled down. Somebody else made this map and it's actually pretty sweet. I think this game should have by default a lot of vanilla locations too. Because this is a pretty damn fine map. And I'd love to see a campaign mission about Sweden in like the 1900s maybe. Taking better advantage of the timber and coal and stuff. Let's see. What is this? Oh, is this a racetrack? Oh. Is there a famous racetrack somewhere near Jönköping? Or are we gonna go ride frickin' go-karts? That's pretty cool. Dude, we need a Finland map so we can go play My Summer Car. We need to get over to Finland. Not too bad they don't have, like, Finland and Estonia. Oh, it'd be really cool to actually run ferries between, like, uh-oh. Forgot the name of the capital of Finland briefly. Hold on. Processing. Wow, I can't. Mantorp is close to Linköping? Okay. Helsinki, yeah. Thanks. How the hell did I forget that? Oh well. You learn a million new things a day. You're always going to forget one. But yes, Denmark is Copenhagen, Stockholm, part of Sweden, Oslo, Helsinki for Finland. What is it? Tallinn for Estonia? Okay. Still not making a lot of money, though. Well, it's just taking time, to be fair. The boats are over here kind of kicking ass. Oh, is this where Lisa Berry is? This must be Lisa Berry here. And this is where the future site of a Walmart. Only will take up a tenth of the city. Don't you worry, Swedes. There can't be anything wrong with everyday low prices. Always. Always Walmart. Yes. Always. $240. $155. Nice. Does the city build roads automatically then? Yeah, they can. And you can kind of tell them to stay away from your roads. Cool thing too is that people will actually drive on all these roads, like they're not empty. So people will drive unless you like offer a better mode of transportation. Like if they could just take a high-speed rail line, they'd rather do that than drive. Which is cool, I'd do that. If I could go out my door and like hop on a train, I'm gone. I'd rather take a train. Beep, beep. Alright, let's take a look at profits. Hey, things are actually kind of making money again. Minus the Stockholm main line again. Oil 2 fuel refineries also costing us. But that's also not had a lot of time to run yet. He's only made like 3 runs. And sat idle for most of it. I wonder if we could convert some of the Stockholm buses to Eric's Tuna. Or Iskil Tuna. Food trucks aren't too profitable either, but I'm assuming that's related to the traffic. Alright, we got $1 million again. Let's start making one-ways. Ooh, trains. Okay, so now we've made a good loop around the city. Nice. We already have several low price shops, EKO and oh god, oh the yeah, Overscott's Bootlegget, surplus military. Wait, what? I'm on my way. Got to get those Swedish meatball rations. Just add water. I feel like that's how the Swedes also like assemble a military camp. Comes in a little pill, you add a drop of water to it, boom. Oh, did 2 of them not change? Let me check. Oh, yeah. One there. Oh, and there. Okay. There we go. We'll see how that does. We'll keep an eye on it. Come back and check on it. Oh, there's so many cities to mess with, too. Like, a massive majority of this map we're just not even going to touch. At least today. But there's so much potential to connect everything. Pretty. How much is his ship? Prices go up, too, over time as well, so... This is like 2.5 million now. It'll probably be 3 million in the next couple of years. I'll have to keep an eye on it. Uh-oh. Bum, bum. Kind of want to pay that loan back, but you know, if we invest a little bit more in the shipping, it's actually making us millions. Just not enough. We need more. More, chat. Including more wood. We haven't even cut down a single tree yet. No logging at all to speak of. Tate, thanks for watching, dude. Appreciate the support. Oh, there's 2 farms here. Well, that's ridiculously close, actually. No logging, unplayable. I haven't done logging yet, but it's in the game. Also, I think some of the industries don't even come around until later in time. Like, I don't think you can build... I don't think oil's a thing until later in the game, is it? 1850, maybe. Like, oh, it's at some points you can make machines out of different parts. Well, this one requires... Machines require... Oh, that's going to be so much money. The wood planks and the steel, that's going to be incredibly profitable. We'd have to bring logs from here to here, then maybe just drive a truck down. Trucking's pretty good. Alright, those 2 ships are doing a good job. And this facility, when it gets to level 2, will make even more. We gotta kind of level it up. Yep, that's made 300,000 now. Nice. All industry is standard across the time. It's a bit odd looking in the 1800s with the fuel refinery. Yeah, okay. I thought so. I thought there would be. I think that's maybe why they did that. But that's weird then. Could you have a chemical plant that takes oil? Actually, wait. What about plastics? That'd probably be the only thing you wouldn't find in 1850. Yeah. Plastics is something I could imagine you not finding. Where an oil pump would be connected to a refinery, then connect that to a plastics refinery. Here's plastics here. Oh, they just call it chemical. Oh, wait, isn't there plastics? Maybe plastics is a different symbol. Yeah, I wish they would have different, skins for the years, but also like different things based on the year. Like 1850, big O train full of horseshoes and dynamite. Oh, there isn't plastics from what you know? Yeah, okay. It's chemicals then. But I mean, pretty easily you could just change. Well, I guess maybe I'm basing that off of like previous missions where they were like, oh, deliver oil here and then we'll make plastics out of it for this other thing we're doing. Things can be easily reskinned. I don't know why they don't do that. Just change the name. Alright, well, we're making some cash. But if we import more oil than when we're ready, we're not going to be able... If we take this now, it's going to be too much for this plant to process. It is leveling up, though. So once it hits the next level, we could do that. What's up, ST? Good to see you. I want to build a train, dude. We just need money. What would be a profitable train, though? Coal, a short distance, wouldn't really be profitable. Yeah, passenger from Stockholm would be good, but it would have to be a massive investment. We'd have to, yeah, that's going to be way too expensive. I do want to build a train somewhere. Well, we could do a passenger ferry, but nah, again, that's not... I mean, a bus line between Helsingborg and Malmo would be fine. Or those two plus Gothenburg. Do cities on the west coast. Train line between these two. Interesting thing is, I think we could probably... If I could do a little terraforming and, like... I could build, like, a train stop on both sides and then... Nah. It'd be easier just to have, like, one train station in, like, southern Stockholm and then let everybody take a bus line to it. That'd be way easier. And cheaper. What's up, Canal? A lot of the problem is I don't know if I want to like build a train line yet for passengers because the population's a little light. We got to think about what's going to make us the most amount of money with the least amount of investment. Yeah, cities upgrade, more people move in, that's right. And that's what's happening in Stockholm. We're up to 400, 500. Yeah, food's always good, yeah. Well, we got that going in Stockholm. Via truck. It looks like the destinations are not too far between each other. Like, food is, like, not really far. It's all, like, truck-worthy. Do we have too much food here? Nah, we have quite a bit of food there, but the trucks are coming in pretty quick. Oh, wait a minute. We should change these. Yeah, I don't think we're making enough food here to be able to train it somewhere else. Well, alright. What we could do is we could build another couple of truck depots and ship more food in here. Or we could just start a whole line on the west coast. I mean, we could haul grain down here. And then have a train truck it over there. I don't know. Most of this feels like the trucking is the solution. Oh boy, they're gonna have a lot of fuel to pick up when they get there. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. $15 fuel. We'll probably earn another $1 million here in just a second. Yep. Ooh. Oil refinery's tier 2 now. Which transport is better for gaining more money in less time? Right now, the boats. We almost have enough money to buy another ship, but we've kind of maxed out a few things over on the left side. Although we might be able to upgrade again. The boat just delivered some stuff, and now we've got tier 2, so now our production is better. Okay. You know what I think I want to do? If we're going to do a train, this is what we're going to do. All of these farms here, there's 4 big O farms. We connect these to the road going down to Malmo. And we build like a train depot here at Malmo. And we send it up to Helsingborg just for a passenger train in the future. But then we swing past Gothenburg and deliver it to the food factory. But that's going to take about 20 million. Well, 5. Just for the trucks. Alright, well, we can start with the infrastructure. So, let's start building some train lines. I guess we'll do high-speed tracks. Whoa. Let's go 240. Yeah, damn. The only good spot to put is like into the mountain. That'll buff out there. That'll look fine later on. Cool. So, yeah, there's a food factory here, but if I'm going to transport things via rail... Well, actually, there is a food factory here, but only Clarl's Krona. Yeah, now this is going to be easier, because then we can just truck stuff right back across the river. So even though there's a food plant here... Yeah, that's too short to use a train. But what we could do is... We don't have to, like, connect to... These are just options. So, honestly, if we connect to Gothenburg, we can also have food shipped back here and then brought to a truck. Yeah, that's fine. Just because there's a food plant there doesn't mean we have to use it. It's just an option. Options are good. Whoa. Oh, wow. That's a hell of a bridge. Okay, we'll come back to that. Talo du Svenska? Uh-huh. Yep. Hundo P. Yeah, we'll make this the end station. Nope. Bum 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 bum. Hey, thanks for watching, George. Oh, now we're short on some money. Darn. You can stop twisting my game. I'll buy ARM. You'll buy the game. The game is on sale now. Remember, today's pretty much like the last 24 hours for the Steam sale. So I'd imagine we're just around 24 hours remaining in the Steam sale. So if you've been wanting to get like a Sims DLC or Red Dead Redemption 2 or something from GTA or City Skylines DLC, kind of last chance if you want to get something. Just as a friendly reminder. Don't buy anything if you can't. Mind your budgets, but remember you can always return your game after 2 hours if you need to. If you play a game for 2 hours and it's just not your cup of tea, you can always return it. Dude, we are actually kind of making some money. This is good. Oh, we're actually profitable. Couple of years of profit here. Nice. Not bad. Oh, Uthris, are you still in the chat? Paging Uthris. Uthris to chat. If you're there, Uthris, what day are you free this week for Open TTD? We should get everybody together for a big old fun run of Open TTD. Jag täller inte svenska? Ja, jag täller inte svenska too. Men inte bra. Open TTD, Be Still My Beating Heart. I think we should. Also, I'd like to come to your town in Vintage Story and check it out too. It's been a little while. I know you've been away too, but I'd love to see come take a tour sometime soon. I wish I would have did that more with you in Valheim as well. Just kind of drop in just for a live little peek from time to time. But for Open TTD, could you like put together a list of, since you played a lot of mods, could you like, I don't know, put together a list or a way that like a bunch of people could join? Like if we could get all my members and your members together to just build and whatever. Oh, it'll auto download? Oh, perfect. Well, if you want to like tell me what we should get or like how to, like what the best way to do it would be, we should. I mean, we've been waiting to play for a while, so. All right, some new trucks. Oh, hell yeah, brother. Oh, this will make transportation a lot easier. That's what we've been waiting for, boys. All day Saturday? Yeah, we could do that. And Sunday if you want. Now write me a message on what days you might play Vintage Story next week, and we can do Open TTD first, because I'm in the city building / transport mood, you know? And chat, you can come join us. We'll try to have some fun. We'll have to kind of decide a map. You're getting that itch yourself? Good. Good. So I'd like to play Parkitect with you sometime as well. In Boda is easy money? Where's Boda? Well, even if it is easy money, I need money to make that money. You're gonna make a parking lot in Parkitect? Dude, you should make a parking lot park. That'd be hilarious. Oh, at the island? Oh, over here. Well, yeah. Well, yeah, that's gonna cost a lot of money to, yeah. I can see the potential too, but that's gonna be like, oh, jeez, a boat is like $1 million. You know how it be. Fuel ship loading up, nice. There's a bridge there, IRL. No, we're not able to finish the other brick line because of the budget at the moment. I want to build a nice train line here, though. I honestly kind of like focusing on Stockholm was kind of like too early. But now that I know the map, what I'll do is definitely start with oil to make some big cash at the start, and then immediately invest that money into what would I imagine to be the more profitable business of food. Fuel is great, and we'll make a ton of cash, but then we can use all that cash to go right into vehicles. And I think the frequent delivery of grain to the food factory and then to multiple different cities will be very profitable. I think more cities are requiring food than fuel. Like Karlstad, no, not Trollhättan, Gothenburg. Karlskrona, no, not Kalmar. Stockholm, I think, yep. And, Norrköping. Train line from Malmo to Copenhagen, yeah. That exists. I've been across that bridge 4 times, I think. Or 3 times. I think I've been across that bridge 3 times. How are we going to build this train line? I guess we'll kind of have to build a tunnel here. Oh yeah, we could swing right. Yep. Swing right and then back left, yep. Well, let's take out some money so we can at least build a train. I mean, we've got some money coming in, so why not? Let's get something done. But I think this is a run for future runs. Okay, then we'll put a stop here. Helsingborg wants fuel. That should be relatively flat, yeah. Short distance. Try to keep it over 110 maybe. Alright, we're going to have that road go over the top. So we'll rebuild that. $300. Oh boy. Actually, let's build this bridge first because it's going to be a doozy. Alright, City Road. There we go. Perfect. Building a train station up here is actually quite good because we can go over some of these county roads. Or country roads. Weird. Really? A little tunnel? Yeah, whatever. Have I tried out Dwarf Fortress yet? No. It was on my list and then I got a little busy. Soon. Soon. Good morning from Japan, everyone. Hello, Carlos. Welcome. Oh, you slayed a dragon? Ooh. I'm gonna have to watch that. That's cool. That game's for you. Also, that game's got some amazing banger music. Dwarven banger. Some of that music's ridiculous. Oh, you were actually being Wowa? Wow, a legit Wowa? Alright, let's build 2 lines. Now keep in mind we still need to make a connection from those farms down to the rail line, but I guess we just keep taking out loans. Eh, not so bad. Beep, beep. Oh, cool. Now we got a passenger train. That's the, yeah, the Intercity Express 1 from Germany. Nice. Build a depot. Yeah, over here. Elmox. We're going to have to see if we can get... or, sorry, Uthris. We're going to have to get Elmox in on this. Open TTD. Also, the Rail Sim game... I played Rail Sim with him on, like, Thursday of last week. That's going to be a fun game. That's going to be on, like, the... That's going to be like Flight Sim of trains. Worth a try. Actually, if you got it in the playtest, yeah, you should definitely do that. All right. So now we got to get all the trucks down. Buildings, truck station. Alright, so now we got to get every one of these farms connected and start shipping the food up there. Actually, worst case scenario, we could, if we have too much food going to that one, this one is close by. It seems like enough to, what, 4? Oh, there's 3 farms. That's a 4th. Okay. Well, also there's 2 up here, yeah. So what I'm imagining is that we could probably ship 2 of these via train. That one can go there. So we'll have 4. Well, we can bring these down via truck, but I want to do trains, so we're going to do it train-wise. Otherwise, we won't. We need to visit Japan again. Was awesome? It was. Yep. Yep. It'll be like our first time all over again. It's been too long. We'll just pretend we haven't gone. It was just a dream. It was just you dreaming. We never were on a Shinkansen looking out the window at a shop that said die. None of that ever happened. It was all a dream. Never happened. It's weird, like 90-degree intersections for curves. Okay. On this one's easy. Cool. Alright, now we should build a depot. Is that a tram depot? Road depot. Oh, did they change the look of the tram depot? The tram depot looks a little different. I don't remember that little side building there. That little house near the gate. I don't remember that. Maybe they changed the appearance a little bit just to make it look a little different. Alright, so we've got our delivery point. Now we just need the farms. Ugh. I don't know if we went to Nagasaki maybe for a day. Oh, we went to, I don't remember where the train museum is, but we also went to Himeji for the day. And we did go to Nagoya, too. I'm down to see a castle every time I go. I want to see one more castle every time. I'm glad I went to the Samurai Museum now, though. I don't need to see any of that stuff again. But I do like the castles, just because walking up to the top of a castle and looking out over a city is just amazing. Yeah, Kyoto was nice. I have some pictures on my Instagram of me in Kyoto. There's some really wonderful old train lines in Kyoto too that there's a lot of rivers and stuff there that are frickin' beautiful. We need to have a more picturesque Japanese train simulator. It just hyper focuses on Japan, and it needs to be something like almost needs to be like Cities in Motion. Actually, I wonder. I think Cities in Motion might actually have Tokyo as a DLC or something. Got lost in the hills in Kyoto. Yeah, it was weird. Like, 2 steps off the road and we're like in a weird, like, neighborhood. But it was like covered in trees. It was very cool. Pinto should have paid us for all the babysitting we did. Well, let's buy a train. Oh well, actually let's make a train line. Nope. Alright. Oh, it's gotta be under buses though. Oh no, you can do it that way. I think we can skip that station for now. I'm just gonna ship everything else by truck. What's up, Ayush? How you doing? Let's do a cream colored line. Nah, it's too close to white. Alright, we don't need to train too crazy. Let's do electric. $1960. $140. $200. Power is 7,000. We don't need that craziness. I think this will do, the 1042. 235. Yeah, this will be perfect. And then cargo will have to be hoppers. Oh, they still kind of have the older gondolas from 50. $18 million for this train. I don't think we can go over 50. Oh, we can. Crazy. The length of that is 102 meters. We'll go 2 more. Alright, we can keep that train on hold for now. Yeah, trains are really expensive. More than a boat. I guess that's why the boats are a really good way to get money. Should buy another ship then. We're going to import more crude oil. There's fuel sitting there. Alright, let's start importing. One. Oh, an Airbus 320 is now available. Alright, let's buy like 3 trucks. Per line. I don't think we'll have enough money. How much for these? $767 for all cargo. Can haul 25. It's probably a lot faster. This can haul 80. This can haul 100. Okay. But I think the road speed limit is... I think we've only got county roads here that could do 80, yeah. So we'll buy the smaller trucks for now. Oh, the price went down. Oh, wrong truck. Derp. Alright, so what do we got? That should be good. And then we'll have to set up a line to bring food back, so trucks can just bring food from the factory to Gothenburg. That'll be easy. And that's about all that's nearby for food, except for over here. Bum, 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 bum. Cool. Trucks are rolling, boys. And we've actually got some trains going. If we were going to do planes, I don't even know what we would do. Copenhagen to Stockholm, maybe? Is TF2 worth to buy? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a very fun game. Maybe get Narvik to a population of 1 million and Stockholm and Copenhagen. Also, this game has a really great campaign, and again, I want to go back and say, like, again, if they add a campaign for like $39 or something that like doubles the size of this game in terms of campaigns, I am more than willing to play and pay. And I want more trains, and I want new trucks, and I want other cool stuff to do. Other cool ideas they could come up with, like building the first railway in mainland Europe with the Belgians, or maybe do it with the British. Build some of those first train lines, or maybe like redo some of the campaign from the first game in the second game. I can't remember some of the first missions. I think it was like Panama Canal, and there was the Gotthard Tunnel as well. But I would love to see those missions come back. But I can remember when Train Fever was the thing. Their first original game was called Train Fever, then it became Transport Fever, and now we're up to Transport Fever 2. I can remember 2014 being in Elmox's bedroom when we were looking at a bunch of videos and like trailers for Train Fever, and we were blown away when the game would actually have like inclines be a factor. The only other game that I remember that I played that did that was Railroad Tycoon 3. It would take into account inclines, and you also had to build like the water towers and sanding stations for that. But oh yeah, I was supposed to change this. Nah, it's fine. There's only 2 cars. This map was weird, man. We're somewhere between like 1850 and 1980. Weird. Five weird. So this train can haul a total of 104. That's not going to be too bad. The truck should be able to deliver that much. And we can always add more to the train, and we can always add more trucks. That's what's kind of cool when you set up a line. You kind of have to figure it out a little bit to see what it's going to be producing. That's cool, man. Of course, we can take all day to level things up perfectly with the tools in the game. So it looks okay for now. Is that a Pinto waiting at the crossing? No, he'd probably either be at home or across the street from Elmox's house and not tell him that he was there. One of the two. Ooh, Stockholm's actually growing. That's really cool, man. The city really looks good in this game. You barely see it, but when you zoom in... Like a lot of great detail to the skybox, a lot of great detail to the buildings. It's like, and you never really see it because you're so busy like zoomed out looking at like a train line and trying to sort out your vehicles. Yeah, the water reflections look cool. A damn fine game. I think we're gonna have to play this again, and I'm gonna have to do a restart to try to be a little bit more mindful of the resources, but nothing wrong with restarting time and time again. Nothing wrong with that, brother. It's pretty. Look at how pretty that is. Wow. Well, at least the buildings and vehicles have different eras. Like, some of the buildings look like they're from the 1800s, but also look like they could still belong in a modern city from the same era. Alright, what do we got for grain? Alright, 50, nice. They'll make more the more that we ship. Not sure of anywhere else we could get food. Those two. But that means that that's going to have a lot of grain going in there, and that's going to be a lot of food output. That's going to be big. Nice. You wish Zoo Tycoon came out with a new one, but I heard there's one similar to it. Yeah, you might be thinking of Planet Zoo. Planet Coaster, Planet Zoo, Parkitect. Of course, the original Roller Coaster Tycoon and Zoo Tycoon are all good stuff, man. Good stuff indeed. Cool. Well, speaking of good stuff, I wanted to kick off 2023 by putting up a video of a game that I put up first on the channel many years ago, back in, like, I think 2012. A game that you all might recall, another game from Sweden, by the way, speaking of Sweden, called World in Conflict, the Complete Edition. So join me now as we jump over to a YouTube video premiering right now. You guys can be amongst some of the first to see a very good classic that has come out a long time ago, but that's coming out for the first time in the channel in a long time. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all in that video going live right now. Let's go. Let's get some hype in the chat. Let's get some ones in the chat. If your mind is ready, if your body is ready, let's go check out a brand new video dropping right now. Let's go.